Hello, I'm Ollie from the band Hadda Be, and I'm going to talk a little bit about Another Life, which is the first single from our forthcoming debut album of the same name. So, we recorded the album in 5 days at Brighton Road Recording Studios with Jake Skinner, which is a very short amount of time to make an album. But when we were planning the album and envisaging what it might sound like, we really kept going back to the idea of it sounding very immediate and energetic and full of spirit. And I think doing it quickly like that and not really having too much time to overthink things was exactly what the album and the songs on it needed. And you can hear that across the whole album. I think there's a real immediacy to it, which I hope comes across, and I certainly think it does in Another Life, the single. On the first day of recording, we got in and started laying down some takes, and we got so much done then. Because the album had been delayed twice because of the COVID-19 restrictions last year, we were just so ready to get in there and record the songs. We knew them all so well, and we'd had quite a long time to play around with them and tinker with them. So what we had ready to record was so ingrained in our minds that really getting it down was fairly effortless, because we were so well attuned to them, and they'd really bedded in by that point, which I think was a huge bonus for us. We chose Another Life as the first single because I think it really typifies what a lot of the album's about, and also as I've said, the energy of the album. And of course the name, we went through a transition of Foundlings to Hadda Be, so having the first single as Hadda Be called Another Life seemed quite fitting, and kind of thematically the song is about change and the perhaps the anxiety that change can bring sometimes. So yeah, it just felt very suited to being the first single of Hadda Be. So yeah, we're all very excited about it, and really excited to get the album out there and for people to hear it, because yeah, like I said, it's been in the works for a long time and it's been delayed, but now it's finally there, and yeah, we couldn't be prouder of it. So yeah, hope everybody enjoys it.
Then through the rest of the record, we run the gamut really of the personal through the socio-political. The last song on the album very much being at the intersection of those two things. It's a very personal account of our singer Amber's experience of working in the NHS. The record starts with a track titled Apathy. There's a lot of Pixies to it, Do Little Era, certainly listening to a lot of at the time, a bit of Pavement as well. You could say the same for the song that commences the second half of the record, This Won't End Well. Those two, despite their title, quite bouncy songs, quite buoyant. Elsewhere on the record you'll find Fire in a similar vein, and Unknown Places. Those really are doing the work of keeping the energy going through the record, I think, at certain points. Then elsewhere you'll find a couple of tracks in there, quite responsive to the post-punk scene of the past couple of years, certainly influenced by it. You've got Wait in the Dark, you've got Take It Away, you've got Almost Over towards the end of the record as well. Those are a little fuzzier, a little brasher, quite quick songs as well. But then at the same time as that, you've got a couple of surprises in there. Buried sort of 3/4 of the way through the record. We've got So It Goes, which is really a change of pace for the album. It's a quieter song, driven by an acoustic guitar and vocal. I think really does set a different sort of mood to the rest of the record. And then indeed Catch It on the Fall, second track on the album, which really does have its own kind of identity as well. I think across those songs you do get a good sense of the range of influences that comprise Hadda Be. I think that you can hear the sense in which we all got plenty of space to explore various aspects of our own songwriting as well through the record, pushing it in different directions to what we ordinarily would. But yeah, I think the only thing really to do is for you to have a listen to it and tell us what you think. And hopefully we'll get the privilege of playing it to you one day as well. But yeah, thank you.